And we're back with challenge 24. Now the objective is date not formatting correctly. I want the chip to display as the same format as the date input. Can you help? So let's look into it. And we can see straight away that this is not the same as that. Let's see if it works. Okay, it works, but it's not displaying in the same format. Okay, so we can see in index.js there's not that much going on, so the only thing we can really go off on here is demo, so control and click. This looks like it's where the action's happening, so we go to the body, MUI pickers, UTLS. Okay, so let's look through this. Okay, so it looks like the whole thing is the card. All of it's the cards and the content, and this white background is the grid. This keyboard date picker is the thing to the left, and the chip is to the right. So if we look into it, we'll see that let's get rid of that C. Okay, doesn't do anything. Okay, so let's look into it. So on change, it triggers the function handle date change. So where is handle date change? Handle date change, it takes data, and then it sets selected date to whatever you change it to. So that's how it's able to be linked. That's how it's able to follow the input or the keyboard date picker. So we can see up here that the new date, so at the start it goes straight to this. Okay, so this is how it's initialized. Oh, it's this thing again. It's saying that it's old. So let's find where that card is and update it, because I can't really. Oh, it says latest. Okay, that seems to have. Okay, that seems to have fixed the problem for now. Speaking of problems, let's click into the console. It says format is defined but never used. Okay, so here's format. It's saying that it's defined but never used. So we need to find where. Alright, so I'm going to console log selected date and see what it actually looks like. We need to find why it's not exactly the same. So I've changed that console. Yeah, so selected dates. It's there. So if we can change this into this format. So what I'll do is I'll Google how to change date format React. Okay, this looks like it's kind of the way, but it's a bit too wild. We don't really want something like that. Okay, so here's something similar. It says import formats. That's what we already have, import formats. Console log format, new date. Okay, so this console log format, new date. Okay, so right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace that. Okay, that may not have worked. Okay, that looks like it's sort of worked. But we need it exactly the same as this, so if we remove that, put it behind the day. Now we try again. I don't know why it says the 25th. Let's get rid of that first of all. Oh, okay, that's why. Right, so that's doing it for our day. It's doing it for today's date. Surely that should work. No. New date. There we go. 26/14. Right now. What we could do is see we need to now make sure that renders out into the actual body. So if we copy this, because if we remember, yeah, the chip is here and this is how it's passed, so I'm just going to copy this, put it there. There we go. Yep, it's exactly the same. Okay, on to the next.